Well, welcome back to our Greater Good campaign. My name is Michelle. I am the Community Outreach Supervisor for Greater Nevada Credit Union. The Greater Good campaign was created to showcase amazing individuals in our community that are helping more people live greater. Today I have Greig Jameson, was nominated by a community member and chosen by Greater Nevada to be one of our Greater Good recipients. Here's what one of his nominators had to say about him. Greig is a selfless individual who discovered a need in the Reno Sparks fitness community and chose to fulfill that need. He operates a nonprofit gym that provides free memberships to adaptive athletes, physical and mental impairments, as well as he's considered an everyday hero. These heroes that we talk about are our first responders, military, teachers, and nurses, all of whom make community better, safer, and more enjoyable place to live. The nonprofit also cooperates with other community organizations to provide free classes for recovering addicts and elderly individuals with diseases such as Parkinson's. The nonprofit, Upstate Nevada, is a second home to individuals of all walks of life, and Greig is the well-deserving mastermind behind this inclusive and welcoming sanctuary of fitness that is Upstate Nevada. So Greig, today, honestly, you probably had the most nominations that we've seen.
Really?
Yeah, and we've been running the program, we're on our 5th week, and
Okay.
you had nominees that, there were so many more, but we picked the best one out of all those. So today, Greig, tell me a little bit about yourself and what are you doing to help more people live greater?
All right. Well, that's cool that we had so many nominees. That blows my mind a little bit. So I started Upstate Nevada, and we're a nonprofit CrossFit gym. We believe in the CrossFit methodology just because of a lot of our backgrounds and stuff, but it's physical activity. That's all it is, okay? It's just a form of physical activity. And so I started this gym because both my parents were teachers. My mother was a special ed teacher. My brother is a police officer. Got very good friends in the military, stuff like that. And I would talk to them, at dinner as friends, and then they would tell me about stuff they saw on the job, and it just kind of blew my mind how they would see some of the negative sides of life and then come home and be a friend, a husband, a wife, a brother, a sister, a mother, father, all that kind of thing. And I knew what physical activity had done for my own mental health, so I decided that it would be cool if we created this gym that had the physical activity part of life that would help attribute to better mental health for the term everyday heroes. So first responders, police, fire, EMS, all military, active or retired, teachers, and then nurses. And then with that, we also included kids, children, or adults with some sort of physical impairment, not physical or cognitive impairment. We don't like using the word disability because it's not really a disability. They just see life a little bit differently than we do. So it's an impairment. And so the bulk of our free memberships, actually all of our free memberships for the most part, are a child or adult with some sort of impairment. We've had anything you can think of come through the gym, whether it be visually impaired, autism, CP, Down syndrome. I can go on and on with what we've had in the gym. We've offered programs with Amplify Life, which is a great organization here in town. So we offer free classes to Amplify Life, which are on hold for the time being, but we'll get back to it. And then we do a lot of one-on-one adaptive training, spinal cord injuries, stuff like that. So that's what we do with our kind of impaired athletes. And then we offer what we call a reduced price membership or a free memberships, depending on how they qualify, to our everyday heroes, the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. And so, for example, we have a police officer who is a sole income for his family and can't afford a gym membership, so we give him a free gym membership. And then we have a bunch of other everyday heroes that pay memberships and then also donate to help cover the costs of other memberships. So that's kind of the community that we created. But we focus on kind of the 3 pillars of living healthy, which are mental health first, physical activity second, and then social interaction. So we kind of see our model based on the 3 overlapping together. It's not about counting your macros or eating super strict. That's not what living healthy is. That sometimes can drive people mad. What it is physical activity, taking care of our mental health using physical activity. But we also give back in ways. We do community talks, stuff like that. But we've created a community bond of people who all have shared experiences mostly negative experiences with the line of work that they're in, also positive, but the negative ones are the ones you remember. And so we've created this kind of community that supports each other. And we're starting a one community campaign, which is really about, we're all in it together. Life is a roller coaster. There's the highs and the lows. The highs are only enjoyed because we experience the lows. And so we're all here together to help each other through that. And that's kind of what it is. So when you have that, essentially now this frontline demographic that everyone is supporting, we're supporting them by providing the facility and the space for them to be together and work out together and have friends and that kind of thing. So that's what we do here in a nutshell. Some of the other programs that you talked about, the Parkinson's is actually Rock Steady Boxing, put on by Cisco. We just house them. That's not one of our programs, but Cisco runs that. But we offer free programs through the VA 3 days a week. They can come work out for free. We had the Phoenix program, which is recovering 48 hours sober. We have a Strong Girls program. So we work with a local school and teenage girls come in here and work out. It's female only, so there's no male figures in the gym. And we have our, to be politically incorrect, our badass female coaches really molding their lives and just kind of giving them a different look of what your life can be when you're older. So we have that program, Amplify Life, all of our adaptive training and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we are in a nutshell. And it's provided to be one of the best experiences that I've ever been a part of. And I just had an idea, so I can't take any credit for it. I had an idea and I had a team of people help me create this. So that's kind of what we're doing here.
That is absolutely amazing. And I love how you took mental health as first, because
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you have to be in the mindset or you won't, you can't physically get yourself together. So no,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And today we're going to be donating $250 from our Greater Good campaign towards your organization.
Which is great.
Yeah. And like I said, it's been amazing feedback. I'll have to send you a list of what everybody said. But thank you so much for helping more people live greater. And I hope you have an amazing day.
Thank you. You too. It was nice meeting you. And thank you, everybody who nominated us. This is amazing. It's great.
Nice. And you know what? Another thing is how can other people help you? I mean, help the organization, donating to people who would need to use the gym. I mean, how can we do that?
Yeah, right now we're looking at resources. Right now we serve a community of 250 people, give or take, and we're about maxed out for space. So my goal is to expand, which is resources, which is funding. I want to double our space because we'll be able to offer memberships to about 500 to 600 people if we double our space. And resources are coaching, funding, stuff like that. So we're with our new one community campaign that we're going out with, we're going to start kind of a street team. And so what it is just getting our name out into the community for the people who have ideas or have ways that can help us in achieving those resource goals that we need, whether it be funding, a space. If there's an owner that has a building that's perfect for us and wants to help us out or whatever it is. I mean, we are a nonprofit and we operate like all other nonprofits do. We barely make the line, but we enjoy the chaos and that kind of stuff. So it's getting our name out there and getting more resources and talking to the right people and just spreading the word about what we do here.
So what's your website that anybody can contact you at?
upstatenevada.com. That's our website. My email is president@upstatenevada.com. Pretty easy to remember. So, and I'm always available. Sometimes I'm not the easiest to get a hold of, but I'm trying to be better about that.
Perfect. You know what? Thank you. And like I said, have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.